On Friday at 12:10, my client will be doing 20 minutes on the row machine, which I will increase the intensity of by putting it on a higher setting to push Beth further so it will cause further developments in her overall endurance. She will be working at 60 to 80% of her maximum heart rate throughout most of it, but I will get her to do short bursts of intense exercise every 5 minutes for 30 seconds, where she will work as fast as she can because it should mean that her muscular endurance will improve at a faster rate. Rest days will change this week as she will be doing continuous training for 30 minutes on Saturday, because if she works aerobically, then it means that she will be able to recover before her football games on a Sunday, as there won't be a build-up of lactic acid. The session will be 30 minutes on an exercise bike, and she will need to work between 60 to 80% of her maximum heart rate to avoid working anaerobically so that her cardiovascular endurance can improve. Also, this is the longest time Beth has exercised on a bike in the training program, so it should push her body further and should mean that she can improve faster. Warm up and cool down for this session will be the same as Monday's session, as it prepares the aerobic system for exercise. Week 6. For week 6 on Monday, my client will be doing fartlek training for 30 minutes, which is an increase of 5 minutes from week 4, so it shows a progressive overload. Even though her fitness should have improved by this point in the training program, I will still make sure to put enough walking stages for her to recover from the running and sprinting, because it is important not to push the client too far, as it could cause a physical and mental burnout, which can cause demotivation. The warm-up for this will involve a slow jog followed by dynamic stretches, and then I will use hurdles for Beth to do 2-foot jumps over, as it gets the muscles to work anaerobically and prepares the muscles for forceful contractions. After jumping over the hurdle, she will do a short 5-meter sprint, and this will be repeated at least 3 times, and she will do some static stretches for the leg muscles. The cool down for this session will remain the same as previous fartlek sessions. For the circuit training on Wednesday and Friday, I am going to increase the intensity again to progressively overload her training so that her muscular endurance improves even further. Beth will start off by doing 30 tricep dips, which is an increase of 10 from week 4, followed by 1 minute 15 seconds of scissor kicks, which has been increased by 15 seconds since week 4. Next, she will be doing lunges for 1 minute with 7.5 kg kettlebells in each hand compared to 5 kg kettlebells in week 4. Then there will be a 30-second break followed by battle ropes for 25 seconds, and then a plank for 1 minute 45 seconds, which is 30 seconds longer than week 4, so muscular endurance in the abdominal muscles should develop further. Finally, she would do step-ups for 1 minute with 7.5 kg kettlebells in each hand, which is 2.5 kg heavier than week 5. This will be repeated 3 times. The warm-up for Wednesday and Friday will stay the same as week 4. On Friday at 1 o'clock, I will be getting Beth to do the same test from week 1 and 3 to see how much she has improved on her results. I've also left enough time between the squat test and the yo-yo test so she isn't too tired, as it could affect her results, so I won't be able to see how much she has improved by. On Saturday, she'll be doing continuous training on an exercise bike again, but for 35 minutes instead of 30, so that her cardiovascular endurance can improve further. The warm-up and cool-down for this session will be the same as the previous week, so she needs to prepare her aerobic system for the exercise so that fatigue will occur slower, so her muscles can contract for a longer period of time. Rest days will be on Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and Beth should still be going on walks or some kind of low-intensity activity. She should also be doing stretches for her whole body as well, as I recommended, as it will help prevent muscle soreness and injury. In training sessions, certain circumstances can mean that facilities and equipment may not be available, so it's important to have alternative warm-ups, activities and cool-downs just in case. In the warm-up for the circuit training in week 1, my client will be using equipment such as medicine balls and sandbags to warm up the arm muscles. However, if the equipment isn't available at the time, then I can substitute them exercises for exercises that don't need equipment, such as tricep dips, press-ups and also things like shadow boxing, as they warm up the arm muscles and more, like the pectorals. As Beth likes exercising indoors, it means that for the fartlek training I will need to find a space in a sports hall or large indoor space, as it requires a lot of room. However, indoor facilities may not be available, so an alternative exercise could be using a treadmill. If she works on a treadmill, I will be able to change the speed at which she is running at so it has the same principles as fartlek training, and it will also have the same benefits, so it is a very similar and effective alternative. For the cool down in week 4 for circuit training, my client will be using sandbags for her arm muscles, but if these aren't available, then it could mean that she can't cool down her arm muscles, so it could lead to a delayed onset muscle soreness. However, If sandbags aren't available, then I could use equipment such as medicine balls, resistant bands, dumbbells or kettlebells to do some short, low intensity exercises like bicep curls or lateral raises.